shown here. This is a brand new Cool and Fun electric skateboard, UrbanPro Cool and Fun electric skateboard. Now right now the board is turned off, but when I push it, watch this, turns right on. Got it on Amazon. It costs around $3.99. And it's only a single motor, 400 watt motor there. There. It has a pretty good amount of polyurethane between the motor and the wheels there. The thickness is pretty good. I have no complaints. It actually rides pretty nicely. It's pretty smooth. When you give it throttle, you definitely feel that kick. Like I feel it big time. You get used to it though. After a while, you just get used to that kick. Let's try the brake. Here we go. Ready? This is level 3. It works. Brakes work fine. They really aren't that strong. In fact, they're quite mild actually. Let's try it again. Ready? Here we go. Brakes, move on. All right. And the wheels are good. Now, I would like it if the bearings were a little bit better. They're okay. I just wish they were better. The bushings are already starting to bulge. As you can see here, I'll have to replace the bushings pretty soon. And the turning is just okay. So sometimes the turns, when I turn, the balance of the board isn't as good as I would like it to be. And so when I'm turning, sometimes I just kind of lose balance, which is frustrating. And the brakes are okay. They're not super hard. They're okay. I mean, as far as carving and just stability, it's not as stable as I would like it to be. Be careful when going over sand. The sand will slow it down. It's 18 pounds. It's heavy when you first get it, but you do get quickly used to the weight. You definitely feel the bumps. And it doesn't take you long before you just get accustomed to the weight. A lot of people go for a walk in the morning. I like to go for a ride in the morning. It's kind of fun. But it is a handsome board. I remember when I first got it, I wasn't a fan of the Tiger, but I've come to really like it because you put your foot over the Tiger anyway. But I think the color scheme just gives it a nice look rather than just being plain black all the way around. Now the remote is a basic remote, and right now I'm at 100% power. However, when it gets low in power, it'll be at 60%. And when it hits 60, I know that it's probably already less than 60. It's probably 50% or less. I'm already at 60%. time to head on back. Something about this board is I've noticed when it gets low in power, you will feel the drop in power. You'll be riding along and all of a sudden the power just suddenly starts dropping down. It goes from being normal 12, 13, 14 miles per hour or more to like 7. It just drops in power really quickly. So when riding, just give it a little bit of throttle. Okay, right now I have it on speed 3, high speed, and just give it a little bit of throttle, and that's really all you got to do. And you can control the board just as good on 3rd speed as you can on 1st speed. And right now I'm just giving it a little bit of throttle. You see how slow I'm going. If I give it a lot of throttle, it picks up instantly, and there's a little bit of a you know, but see, now I'm back to 100%. So it looks like I'm getting ready to hit 6%, or I probably really am. See how I'm now, it's at 6%. If I let off the throttle, watch this, it'll probably come back to 100%. See? So I'm taking that as meaning that I'm approaching half battery life here as I'm giving it throttle. Although I'm starting to notice at this moment, I'm starting to feel a little bit of battery lag. Like right now I'm giving it throttle, yep, and I can feel the battery starting to lose its power a little bit. See, now it's at 100% again. The other thing about this particular board is as soon as you run out of power, as soon as you hit 6%, you're pretty much already at half in my opinion, and it's already time to start bringing it back. Because I've noticed that the board just stops very suddenly. Like you're riding along and it just stops. I do recommend if you pick it up, go ahead and get it on sale. I think $3.99 is a little bit higher than I think it should be. If you can get it on sale for like $3.50 or whatever, then it's probably not a bad idea. Let's try the brake. I'm level 3 right now, but put on the brake. Here we go. All right, so there you go, and I'm pretty much coming to a there you go, full stop. So otherwise, it's a good little board. It's really simple to control the board. I give it just a little bit of throttle at a time, and it can go faster as I need it to, but you definitely feel the torque when you give it that throttle. I'm happy. I've been riding for 4 weeks now, and it's still going. Here's the brakes. Go up and stops. Come on, back. And brake. And of course I was in the grass. The bushings are starting to wear down a little bit. If you can see there, you can see how they're starting to bulge. Well, you can't really see it there. Let me see. If you look here, you can see how the bushing, is starting to bulge ever so slightly. Maybe you can't tell it, but it is ever so slightly beginning to bulge. I like that it's nice and sleek. It does look really, really nice. Just going only a little bit faster. The board is very roomy, and the wheels are really soft. I mean, I don't know if they're 83 or 87 of hardness. I don't know what the hardness is, but they're a nice polyurethane wheels, and they're quite comfortable. From what I see, the trucks appear to be standard trucks, and the bushings are also standard. As I showed a moment ago, the ride is smooth. You do feel the torque, especially when you're decelerating. You really do feel that torque a lot. And there are times when you're riding and you'll forget that you don't have the speed all the way up. You'll maybe have the speed at halfway, and you'll start getting comfortable, and you're like, oh, let me go a little faster, and you'll increase the torque and you'll feel it. You're like, whoa, and it'll jerk you a little bit. So just be careful. It is a very powerful motor though. I was kind of surprised at how powerful the motor is. The brakes I feel are very good, but they're not the strongest brakes. And I think basically if you're at level 1, the brakes are just going to slow you down. Level 2, they're going to come to a stop, and level 3, they're going to come to a stop, and you will feel it. And when you first apply the brakes, it really isn't a big deal. You just, they're brakes. You know what to expect. Oh, the board's going to slow down. So I think the brakes are kind of fine. Guys, this thing is addictive. If you buy this UrbanPro electric skateboard, I can promise you, you're going to want to keep riding it all the time. I ride this board every day, and I just can't seem to stop. Every day I take it for a ride. It's really addictive. It's really fun. It's the best. It's the best part of skateboarding. No kicking, just moving down the road. So coming up on 4 weeks now that I've had this board, been riding it quite a bit. But it's interesting that I'm hearing a squeaking now. So the UrbanPro electric skateboard has a 400-watt single brushless motor. And to my surprise, you don't really feel the motor, or shall I say the torque, on one side. It's actually pretty evenly distributed as it moves forward. And it has a top range of up to 10 miles. However, in my case, I'm over 200 pounds and I run it on speed 3 the entire time. So when they say a top range of 10 miles, I think they're meaning for a person who's only weighing 150 pounds, riding on speed 1, which is a slow speed, and just keeping a normal speed. So I don't think it's for an aggressive rider when they say 10 miles. In my case, I'm lucky if I get 5 miles. Now I did manage to get up to a pretty quick speed. I think the top speed I may have hit was either 17 or 18 miles per hour. And I noticed that when I got to that higher speed, the board did begin to wobble a little bit. And so when that started, I just slowed it down, and by letting off the trigger, really. And that's how I slowed it down. But yeah, it does seem to hit the top speeds quite fairly easily. For myself, when I was tracking with my phone, the highest speed that I got was 16, but that was after I was riding for a little while. And I have ridden it in the past where I rode it without tracking my speed, and it did seem quicker. So I'm going to guess that I may have hit 17 or 18 miles per hour. So I do believe that possibility of hitting 20 miles per hour is definitely true, especially if you're going downhill. It has a 35-inch deck, and it's plenty comfortable. Now, I am 5'10", and I find that the stance between the front and the back is fine for me, so it's fairly comfortable. The website on Amazon shows that they use 4 amp hour lithium batteries and 36 volt. However, the image that they show, the picture, shows more than 20 batteries. However, I don't know if it's 20 batteries or more. We don't know. The 11-layer deck is fairly flexible, and I'm actually really impressed with the flexibility of the deck, considering the design of the board and where the batteries and the circuitry is. It's well laid out. It is a lot of fun, guys, and if you think about buying this, I do recommend it. However, I do recommend you get it on sale. Now, they claim you can climb a 20% grade with ease with this board, and I have no reason to doubt that. Myself being well over 200 pounds, in my neighborhood it's very hilly, but nowhere near 20%, but it did go up the hill like it was no problem at all. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm Tommy Drone, and this is the Cool and Fun electric skateboard from UrbanPro. Let me know what you think. Comment below. I do have the direct links below if you want to check it out. So this is my review of the UrbanPro Cool and Fun electric skateboard, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm Tommy Drone. Please like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.